You know, like the title is kind of like a trick because the first thing I'm gonna do when I see Kelvin again is I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna gun him down. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, hear me out. Okay? Kelvin is a trick by the game devs to make you think that the survival building mechanics matter. And Kelvin enables that behavior by tricking you into believing that building is part of the video game. It's not. The only way to free yourself and become a nomad hunter-gatherer is by killing Kelvin dead. Now, I might have been drinking a little bit of coffee, so I might be a little loopy, and maybe my decision-making is massively hampered by the fact that I'm totally whacked out on caffeine. But I'll tell you one thing, all right? Kelvin's gonna go to hell today, because I'm gonna send him there. Oh, hang on. Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, hey, man. What's up?
I'm okay.
Right on, man. How are your parents?
It's not good.
Oh.
We're waiting to hear from the hospital.
Like both of them collectively?
Yeah.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind.
You do mind? Okay.
Are you laughing? Huh? Are you laughing?
I just saw a really fucking funny chat message was all I was looking at the same time. And then I like, you know, I had a Snapple bottle next to me. I was looking at the tip.
Tomato, they might not make it. And you're laughing at Snapple?
Look, Dave, I'm sure they'll be okay. I can't control this happiness within me that's just always there. It always needs to get out and make the world a better place. I'm fucking sorry.
I'm sorry too that you're just bubbling with joy constantly. And you don't know when to rein it in.
It's actually like fucking agonizing the way
moment.
It negatively impacts so much around me because people constantly, you're not the first person to be like, you shouldn't be fucking busting gut over here.
I was just I was just listening to something where a guy went 2 women were beheaded in Papua New Guinea last night after being accused of sorcery.
Okay.
The police came onto the scene and were unable to stop the beheading as the locals stopped them from getting onto the scene of the crime.
Okay.
And at the end of it, a guy just goes, it was Norm Macdonald, and he just went, I don't get it. And he laughed.
What? He doesn't get it?
He just said, I don't understand that.
What a like Deus Ex, like fucking first Deus Ex game response.
But honestly, with witches and witch talk and all that, I know we have our hate watchers, but if they hate us, they're just admitting that I guess we're right and they're wrong.
Yeah, I think that's the real takeaway from all this is that if they hate us, it means that they are hating us because they believe we deserve that hate. Because
if we were just stupid, they wouldn't hate us.
Yeah.
You know? You can't hate someone for being dumb.
I wake up every day, I walk out onto my porch, and there's a pile of dead critters from the forest all mounded up on my front porch because that's what the witch's curse does. It delivers dead bodies to my front doorstep.
I don't know why the pigeons are falling out of the sky above
more
my house,
come every day, which means there's more curses being piled upon me every day. Which means that I've got to be doing something right if the witches hate me that much.
Tomato, like, what do you think is worse, right? The dead creatures, or if a curse could actually, like, activate eventually?
I mean, I think I've got like 8. You see, do you know that like concept on YouTube of running a bunch of copyright stuff on your YouTube videos? So a DMCA deadlock happens where none of them can actually get you. None of the DMCAs can take your money because they're all fighting over each other. I think I have so many curses on me that I'm in a curse deadlock.
Curse lock.
Where like none of them can get me all the way, which is why I just constantly feel like I'm half dying. But like nothing's really finishing the job.
Is that a Simpsons bit? Oh my gosh, I think it is.
Here we fucking go again, dude. It never stops. It never
I can't
fucking
believe
stops.
People saying The Simpsons did it. The Simpsons did it purely by throwing like everything. They
don't have anything left to do. Like they've literally done everything.
I don't know where we're at with The Simpsons, but have you seen any of the new stuff? Like
never.
The last 4 years,
No.
maybe. We've gotten some pretty amazing Simpsons like frames in the last couple years.
We?
I think it was Homer groveling to Elon Musk. Let me
Homer
see this.
groveling to Elon Musk. That's what they do now?
That happened. I don't think it'll happen right now. Yep, the Musk who fell to Earth. That's the episode, and Homer hangs out with Elon for the majority of the episode. I want to say he rides in a spaceship. Yeah,
that
yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
That sucks.
But
I mean, I don't know when it started to drop off. I don't really ever watch it. I never did.
Oh, really?
Dude, I was a Family Guy guy. Come on, dude.
Wait.
Oh yeah, dude. I was fucking out there.
How?
I was a lad watching Family Guy. All right.
You need a gateway drug to get to Family Guy.
No, I fucking didn't.
You can't just start with Family Guy.
No, I fucking didn't. I didn't need a gateway drug.
How?
Bored as a 13-year-old.
You chose to. You said that.
I went there, and it took me longer than I'd like to admit to reach the acceptance that the show sucked eggs.
I don't think it always sucked.
I don't think it always sucked either, to be honest.
Yeah.
At the beginning. Yeah. But like all comedies, when you pump them out over and over again, forever, jokes get old.
I will say that there was one episode of the Family Guy someone told me about that I believe is, and it's insulting to have that be, and there's no Renaissance coming.
There's no this one moment caused you to believe there to be no Renaissance?
It was like it's fourth wall breaking, like absolute, like the voice actors come around and they're like, "Oh, what's going on? Where's Meg? So Mila Kunis isn't here." And it's like, what are we doing now? What was the joke here?
God.
It has nothing to do with what's going on.
That's bad.
And they're just like name dropping to try and make people think, oh my God, celebrity. Wow. And The Simpsons do a similar thing, but instead of saying who's not here, it's who's here to this week. It's like, hey, everyone, it's AOC. Lisa's going on tour in New York with AOC this week. Or hey, it's Vice President Kamala Harris and Bart trying to reach the inner city youths.
I think the real lesson from all this is that shows need to end. Yeah. We have to stop this. This has to stop.
They have to be allowed to end.
These need to end.
What is your opinion on spin-offs?
Spin-offs.
Yeah.
Like are we talking like Cleveland show shit?
Yeah,
because that's the first spin-off related to this stuff that like comes to mind. You're talking about Planet Sheen, my guy. You're talking about Planet fucking Sheen. The show ends and but Sheen lives on. The craziest thing about that show is how I remember the first episode of Planet Sheen like it was yesterday, because I really liked Jimmy Neutron when I was a kid. I loved that show. I feel like a lot of kids loved Jimmy Neutron. It was a great show.
Yeah.
And within the first episode of Planet Sheen, not only did I not see Jimmy, which pissed me off, but within 15 minutes of it, I was like, and I guess I actually hated Sheen the whole time. I thought I liked Sheen, but this is my first exposure to a spin-off showing me that I hate this guy when I'm forced to see just him forever.
Sheen was never as lovable as he was not lovable enough to like.
It should have been Planet Carl. I think Carl could have done better.
Hard.
Carl would have been way better than Sheen.
Carl would have been unreal.
Sheen's like a one-joke kid. Like he only had one. It was Ultra Lord. That was it. It was Ultra Lord. That was it. And he was like a little crazy, but like he had nothing else fucking going for him. Carl had like story arcs and shit happen.
Carl had like hidden talents. He had cool parents.
Yeah, he had that like disturbing fascination with Jimmy Neutron's mom.
Oh yeah.
As a result of, I believe, like
hi, Mrs. Neutron.
As a result of an experiment gone wrong, I believe.
Gosh, Carl is a strong character. He's got it all.
I think Carl, easily the best character from that show. He stood the test of time unlike any of the others. Sheen should have died when his brain got really big in that one episode. They should have killed him off. Yeah. That should have been his final fucking episode.
Yeah.
Was his brain getting so big that he explodes. He got close.
Yeah, that was the thing. He would have died.
He would have died.
Imagine if the episode ended. They just like it cuts to black, like you don't know what happened when they save him, and it's just a funeral, or it's just Jimmy in his lab wearing black, and Carl comes in and he goes, "It's time to go, Jim." Okay, Carl. They get in a hearse.
they could have Akira'd him basically. Yeah. Dude, Jackie Chan Adventure? What was that on? I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
Freaking we had it was on 4Kids.
4Kids?
It was the number 4 dude. And then Kids.
You know what fucking show on 4Kids really pissed me off? Kirby Right Back at Ya. That show pissed me the fuck off. Because,
Take
like,
it
the
back.
one thing Kirby needs to do every episode for me to be happy is eat something and transform into something. But half the time, he didn't even fucking do it. Like, half the time, the like, risk or, like, danger of the episode was solved by, like, fucking Waddle Dee in the corner doing some stupid bullshit. I'm like, Kirby, eat Waddle Dee now,
Kirby
dude!
is a monster. Kirby is a brainless glutton.
I ain't watching, dude. I'm not fucking watching the Kirby show to watch someone else solve the problem. I don't want to watch Jimmy Neutron and have Carl go Carl Blast and then fucking like blast his asthma like inhaler at someone. I want to see Jimmy solve it. He's the main fucking character.
Kids can't relate to Kirby, but they can to Waddle Dee.
No, they fucking can't. No one can relate to Waddle Dee.
Yes, you can.
No, what? You can't relate to Waddle Dee because if you start to relate to Waddle Dee, then the first fucking enemy you see in a Kirby game, which you kill and devour, is every single fucking time Waddle goddamn Dee, Dave.
A kid goes, this is how you solve problems. The kid gets a vice and starts trying to unhinge his jaw because he needs to solve his problem like his hero Kirby. Whereas Waddle Dee will use arms and legs like a normal person.
I think that whenever you think about how impressionable kids are, you assume they are far more impressionable than they actually really are. I don't think any child is going to try to dehinge their jaw like a snake in order to emulate Kirby.
Are you trying to defend children right now?
Like, they're gonna try it. Like, you don't need to amp up Waddle Dee. Those kids are gonna try to, like, emulate Kirby anyways, because Dragon Ball Z was on every fucking channel ever, and in that, if you scream hard enough, you gain superpowers. So these kids were already bursting fucking, like, blood vessels in their head, screaming as hard as they could, attempting to ascend to the next level of Super Saiyan, and then passing unconscious and being rolled away to the hospital. We don't need to fucking care about, like, the one fucking time that they watch Kirby right back at ya. Like, every fucking show has some situation where, like, a kid's gonna be like, if I fucking clench my neck hard enough and, like, really shake my head around, I might get a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron, and then they don't wake up for another 4 hours because they knocked themselves completely unconscious.
How much stuff did you actually try as a kid? Because I no doubt I would close my eyes and imagine a camera going into my ear to see my pulsing, literally glowing brain in school to try and figure out 7 times 6.
Dude, all right, I'll tell you this much. Definitely, at least at one point in my life, Naruto ran when I was a very young lad, and I feel like you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z as a kid without trying at least once and making sure you weren't in fact a Saiyan. I feel like you just didn't do it. Like, I feel like you just didn't. Like, for sure, dude. You either fucking tried to ascend to Super Saiyan, or you tried to shoot a Kamehameha out of your hands, much to your disappointment as you stood there and nothing happened.
I
like,
that's
what
hope
kids
for Kamehameha because they were like, humans can do this. It's just a technique. Of course, I imagined I had ki, and that if I focused and, tensed my body enough, that my hair would start, going up and, like, floating.
Look, there's no shame as a child in testing to just make sure you don't got it. You know what I mean? Like, what's so bad about making sure you can't conjure a Rasengan just to be 100% fucking sure? Like, what if, dude? What if you spend your whole life saying, "No, that's cringe. I don't know if I'm not gonna be able to do that." But then what if you accidentally do it like 40 years later, like, oh shit, I could have been like a badass this whole time, but now my back's bad and I can't even do it anymore.
If you were an anime kid, right, you're like immune. If you can break that off somewhere when you grow up, you won't be a weeb because you've already done the worst, most embarrassing stuff you could do. Because it's awful when anime is explaining to me the science behind why I have Nen and what type of Nen I have. Okay? When they present it in such an intelligent way.
You guys as adults ever fill up a glass of water and then put a leaf in it and just kind of put your hands around it and wiggle your hands around, see what kind of Nen you are?
My only problem
pretty sure as a streamer I'm a manipulator. I'm pretty sure I have manipulation Nen.
Oh, I'm an enhancer for sure. I'm a specialist. It took a couple years, but I came down that I wasn't a Saiyan enhancer, and I was never going to be a tuning. But as an adult, I could settle for being human for most of my days.
Dude, at some point, why didn't people in Dragon Ball Z start going, dude, we for sure fucking died that time? Like random bystanders, because they wish them back all the time. And like, it takes, I would clock my first death and be like, dude, I definitely fucking died. And then it happens 3 more times, like, dude, we died again. What's going on? Like,
I think they did know, but like, what are you gonna do about it?
There's no infrastructure on Earth in Dragon Ball Z, right? Because no one ever, like, tries to figure this shit out. The only organized military on Earth in Dragon Ball Z is, I believe,
Mr. Satan.
No. It's like the Red Ribbon Army, which is, I think, problematic. Oh. I think they're problematic. I don't think we like that. I think in like one of the movies, one of the Red Ribbon Army people literally is Hitler. So I don't think that we like them.
No,
they literally have Hitler in one of them. They bring back Hitler. It's Hitler, and then Gotenks fucking rips him in half. Like, Gotenks literally kills him. That was Fusion Reborn. I fucking remember it like it was yesterday, because even as a child, I spat out my drink, and I was like, what the fuck is that guy doing here?
Isn't it great that kids know to identify Hitler, like, more than they can, like, the current president? You show a kid a picture of, like, George Bush. They're like, I don't know who that is, but Hitler. Yo. Oh, I know him. Oh, he's the bad guy from the Red Army.
He's that guy from Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball Z at least like shows kids that they could probably, if enough of them ganged up on Hitler Reborn, they could probably take him down. Like, and that's empowering as hell, man. It's empowering as hell to, as a bunch of children, be like, yeah, if we all got together, we could probably tackle him and take him down really fast, dispatch him.
I think it's good to teach them to fight against Hitlers, but I think that's like useless now, because if someone comes back looking like that, they kind of had it coming. You know what I mean?
You think, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I would say that, like, it's pretty unarguable that style is kind of off limits now. You can't really do that.
What if there was someone just who, like, really looked like him? You know?
Well, I would hope that they at least skipped the facial hair. Like, I would hope they at least did a little bit to, like, kind of distance that, you know? A little? Shave?
What if it was like...
like, just shave?
No, but it's like, you gotta keep shaving, otherwise the day you don't, it's gonna be like,
it's on site, my guy. You gotta shave every day. The one day that razor stops working.
Like, when will it be okay to look like Hitler? How many
Never!
years do you think
I don't think ever! No, why are you Dave,
wait.
There's not no one's out here like, dude, I know Hitler, fucking absolute monster, but like, come on, guys, how much longer is it gonna be till we can start pulling? Like, it's just a shame about the style, you know? So much style lost in the world. What the fuck are you talking about?
You can dress normally, but it's just like, dude, you look like you have Hitler's head. People can't be mad because you look like a guy, right?
Dave, the only saving grace to all this is we should be grateful that Hitler wasn't using like a cool style, like, you know, like full on like handlebar mustache, mutton chops, like something like that. We should be thankful he beefed it really fucking hard and looked like a clown the whole time.
I wish Hitler had the Zuma broccoli haircut. You know that? I wish he had that so we wouldn't need it now.
So this is, yeah, I mean, it's
dude, that's like a historical veto that no one can use this anymore. And he wasted it on like the lamest.
You got a time machine that can only send magazines back in time, and you just send one back to Hitler with new fucking stylish hairstyles, and just cross your fingers that you take out the bad Zoomer one that you hate so much. Yeah. Just cross your fingers next time you look him up on Wikipedia. He's got that fucking haircut.
I'm gonna go on every Wikipedia page, every page I can get my hands on, and edit photos of Hitler to have the Zoomer haircut. And so in a couple years, people will be like, in history class, and this is Adolf Hitler. And there's going to be like 3 guys in the class who look at each other and like... You're trying kind of looks like someone you know, right?
I want to play the game now before this goes any farther.
Yeah, I think we reached the logical conclusion for our conversation from wherever we started.
Usually it's frowned upon on Twitch and YouTube to go into detail about many of these things, to go into excruciating detail. I don't even word it as. Dude, Kelvin needs to fuck off, man. I told him to take a break and he's back again.
He just wants to help.
Yeah, well, I don't want his freaking help. I don't want his freaking help, man. Matter of fact, I hate Kelvin.
Whoa, you don't mean that. You can't mean that.
Pathetic! Sorry.
We never died last time. Oh, like fully.
Hey, man. Relax. Damn, these people are nasty.
They are.
They are just acting like frickin' fools, and I don't understand why. And we still have to double back to do the other fucking way.
Yeah.
Really, the best way to deal with the babies is to be as aggro as possible because you can juggle them if they jump at you. I just like had a baby, like I just actually fucking air comboed a baby to death.
I neutraled and then down spiked him. He had no chance.
Yeah, I gave them a command grab and they just like didn't stand a goddamn chance. I think we head back and save our game and get under the water.
Yeah, I love underwater. As a human, I love water. 70% of me is made up of this stuff, and I just can't get enough. If I could, I would make 90% of me water. Then I'd be happier.
Yeah, dude, that's good. I'd make 90% of me clam chowder, I think.
What?
Oh,
clam chowder?
Clam fucking chowder. Load me up. Come on, God. How about you do a real miracle and load me up with clam chowder?
How about you do something impressive?
How about you do something impressive and replace all my blood and water with clam chowder?
And Jesus turned water into clam chowder. Truly a miracle.
Clam me now. Come on.
I didn't believe when it was wine anyone could do that. I love...
Wait, actually, can I make a change? I think broccoli cheddar soup instead. Can you turn...
broccoli cheddar?
Yeah.
Not cauliflower?
What the fuck are you talking about? Let's get back to land and figure out what the hell we're gonna do with this next.
Okay. Well, we're still 0 for 0 for shovels.
Who is that?
Kelvin?
I swear to God, I'm gonna hit him with the taser. It might fix him up.
Don't. Hey. Oh, it's the horse lady too. Dude, it's... They're like the Avengers.
They assemble the moment we come out.
You want to drop those? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, come this way. What is it? What do you want to say? Wait. Hey, we can give her stuff.
Why the hell did we do that?
All right, lady. For giving us that, I can give you... Do you need a GPS locator? How about that? Oh, wait, no. Now we can track her.
Oh, dang!
Is someone killing me? Huh?
Oh, Jesus! All right, you're under arrest, man. That's all right. I took him down with the taser.
Okay. Dude, she's part of our team now.
And now I'm going to take him down the rest of the way.
Oh, my God. Oh, he was alive.
What is happening with him? Give me that.
Kelvin. He killed Kelvin first. Oh, my gosh. Did I ever tell you about my really good coffin idea?
No, I don't think you ever brought up your really good coffin idea, actually.
Think of it this way. I'm going to need a coffin one day.
Yep.
Why not get it now?
Get it now, get it early.
And actually get some good use out of it.
You want to use it like a vampire.
Yeah. I want to sleep in my coffin. Yeah. I want to use it. I want to like have adventures with my coffin. Maybe like, I don't know, use it as like a go-kart, put wheels on it. I want to, because otherwise everyone else gets to enjoy my coffin except me. And that's not okay.
That is fucking bullshit. I'm going to be honest.
They get to look at it. It's really nice, and I'm in it and stuff. But what about me? Like, I don't really get to enjoy that much.
I don't think sleeping in a coffin is very good for your back and lumbar. You know what I mean? But like, you could get like some mileage out of like, dude, why not simply repurpose a coffin into like a car? You could like get an engine under that thing. You could put some wheels on
but the thing is, as soon as you buy it, it's worth half as much as soon as it leaves the lot.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna try getting a secondhand coffin to alleviate a lot of that cost.
So how do you get a secondhand coffin?
Just someone who's done playing with this, and so
most people usually, Dave, you gotta remember, you're one of the only people I've ever heard of that wants to get their coffin early and like break it in.
It's
so like
about
most
changing
people
society.
don't finish playing with it. It's the last thing they ever do. You know what I mean? Like that body's gonna. I mean, the best bet you probably have is to like break into a graveyard and just help yourself to you know, a grave and just like scoop the body out and like toss it out. Like if you put the body back where you found it, like no one grave robs a coffin. They grave rob stuff off the body. If you leave the body where it is and you take the coffin, most people just be baffled.
Ah, that's true.
You probably get a secondhand that way.
That's a good idea.
And it's actually kind of cool because it's like recycling. It's like the body's still there.
I think that's my new business I'm gonna start. We're gonna go around removing coffins from bodies and just, you know, upselling basically. We like, oh, here's an old coffin. It's like those old restoration videos.
Right.
We'll do one of those, but for a whole coffin, and then give it like neon lights and like sell it up. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge.
There's no way this one ain't a real cave though. This one has to be real.
It really does.
Like this one is I would say this one is objectively in the gameplay zone. This one and the one that's also on this river has to be real. If it doesn't, somehow we managed to do all the content in the video.
We've done nothing.
We've not done much today.
We haven't even gotten started yet.
Oh yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Whoa. I see a golf cart. Okay. Was it a golf cart?
Are we feasting eyes on different things?
I feasted on, it was a mirage. My eyes were broken.
Okay, Dave, I'm getting second thoughts about whether or not this cave's gonna have anything.
What do you mean?
Just a feeling. It can't be that bad. Let's get in there.
It can't. It's way more finished on the inside.
Dude!
Oh my...
Dude!
No way. No
way. Fuck,
no
is this a
way.
meme?
This
Are these devs fucking joking at this point?
Dude, they must be in our game. There must be
live updates coming out right now.
Holy. Ain't no way.
Ain't no fucking way they're doing this to us.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal. I can't.
I don't... all right, Dave, the next cave, we gotta be right on the edge of the content, Dave. The next cave has to have stuff in it. There's just no way it doesn't, dude. Let's get out of here.
You were right. The rock was a
dead
giveaway,
rock showed
dude.
their hand. Got a good feeling about this one.
Are we close?
Oh, yeah, we're right on top of it.
All right.
It's in this little rock over here.
All right. This is looking a little more content.
This time... for sure.
Absolutely 100% amazing, never before seen, truly fantastic cave delving, spelunking content. Here we go.
So far, hang on. No.
Tomato?
No.
I see boxes.
There's boxes.
No.
There's a fucking... Dude! It's just some fucking guy with Bibles. It's all boxes of Bibles. God's not here. I know God's not here.
I love the Lord as much as the next guy. Huge fan, okay? A huge fan, but that can't be all. Are you coming here, buddy? No? Okay, he's gone.
Big waste of my ammo, but it's like, I don't really know. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of a
save
little
it for the
demoralized by the
caves.
fact that like, I don't know where to go. Like, we know what we need to find, but we don't know how to get there because we don't have the markers to like, back up where we're going. And the map is, I'm gonna say it, feels a little too big, at least in early access. It might be fixed up. That might be fixed up as time goes on.
Well, considering what the content of the game is and the fact it's base building, why does the map have to be this big? They probably started out with a huge scope for this of like, oh, it needs to be big because it's going to fit all this. And it'll be in there eventually. But for now,
yeah,
there's a lot of questions.
Well, I would have liked to have finished on like the high note of battling something epic, but I do need to wrap up. I gotta play some...
Okay.
So I think we wrap up here. We technically saved in that room, so I'll just quit us out. Well, maybe we'll likely not be playing more of this until it's actually finished.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see the content thinning in a way. Seeing the first session was seeing no content thin. This one was navigating half of a map that isn't finished and doesn't have anything in it.
So did we go around the entire map?
We did the whole map. We went to every place of interest, and
marked.
half of them are just boxes. But if I had to say which game I think is the better survival game between this and Piss Game, I think I'd give it to Piss Game.